Yo, what up guys, and welcome to another video. I wanted to go over a few tips and tricks for beginners for Palworld, people that are just hopping into it, people that have maybe played a little bit and haven't really got a chance to get back into it. So tip number one, I wanted to show off that you can roll. So you can use this to dodge bosses' abilities, all kinds of different things. It's actually faster than running as well. Tip number two is habitat. So if you go to your Pal deck and you select on something, you can see where it's located. For controller, it's right trigger. So if you take a look here, you can see that the map's actually bigger than you would expect it to be, but you can see those little yellow circles are about where to look for that Pal at. For tip number three, I wanted to show off passive skills. So you'll see that every different Pal has a passive skill. So if you hit X to look at this, you can see that he is a coward, so minus 10% attack, but he is conceited, so minus 10% defense, and he's faster at working, and he's a mine foreman, so he increases players' mining efficiency. So as long as you have him out, you will mine faster. Mine foremans are great for gathering. Tip number four is how to power up your pals. So if you go to your party and you inspect them, you can see that he has no stars at the top left. Go ahead and grab my cursor. So you can see there's 0 stars here. You can take 4 of these guys, condense them, and make him more powerful. After you do it with 4, you would need 16 to make him a 2-star, and then 32 to make him a 3-star, and 64 to make him a 4-star. So I would only increase him by maybe 1 star. It's not worth farming everything out unless you found the ultimate thing that you really want. All right, the other way you can power up is with Pal Souls. So you come up to one of these statues here, you can build one, and you hit Enhance Pals. And if you look, if we go to this guy, you can increase his HP, his attack, his defense, or his work speed, depending on how many souls you'd like to use. So let's say I want to enhance his attack. I can go down to enhance, and now he's going to have a 3% attack buff. You see, it starts to get more expensive every one that you do. And it'll ask you every single time. I'm going to use a keyboard just to show you. Once you do 4, now it's going to start costing medium souls. And then for your last 3, it's going to cost large souls, which we don't have access to yet, and the playthrough that we're doing. Tip number 5 is bosses. So if you look at the map, there are different little bosses here. So every time you defeat one, you get more ancient technology points. And along the line of technology, if you click on the, or if you see the different teleportation points, each one you basically capture, you will get an additional technology point. So that'll increase your technology. So we can see here that I have an extra 25 technology points right now and 10 ancient technologies. Tip number 6 is turning off Pal attack. So if you come down here and you hit command don't attack, they will not attack, but they will still tank for you. So if you're about to catch something, turn off the attack. That way they can still tank for you. You can keep throwing balls at it until you catch it. Tip number 7 is just Cattiva. While you have a Cattiva in your party, he increases your carrying capacity by 50 pounds. There's a couple, I think there might be one other Pal that does this, but Cattivas are everywhere. You can pick up a bunch of these, and then when you go out to mine for a bunch of stuff, you can hold another 200, 250 pounds, come back, dump it all out. Tip number 7 is crafting. So I know when you get guns, you'll be really excited to be able to use your guns and start shooting stuff, but shooting takes a lot of ingots. So I really recommend trying to find or stick with the crossbow. So we got lucky and we found a schematic, and I'll show you what the schematic looks like. And they never get consumed, so you can continuously make them. So we got this really cool crossbow schematic. So that's honestly what I run around with most of the time, because it just uses arrows as opposed to any actual limited resource. To use the crossbow schematic, all you have to do is have it in your inventory. Go up to a place to craft, and look, your crossbow is on there. Yeah, you'll notice that it is higher material cost to create, but I actually really like running around with it. We'll go ahead and show off the difference here. So if you look at the regular crossbow, it is 280 tech, whereas this one is 448. So if you find any type of crossbow that is a higher schematic that you can use, I would go ahead and recommend using that as long as you can. And for my final bonus tip, catching 10 of each Pal. It really gives a ton of experience as you catch the 10th especially, but each one individually will give you an insane amount of experience as you level through. If you enjoyed that video, do me a big favor and press that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. It makes a huge difference, and I really appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and roll more 20s.
How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Black, it's blessed.